Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs? So we're bringing you back to ZBCN and the updates. Trying to find better times to run the X because can't do it at night. I mean, can't do it during the day, so we're trying to find times at night and on the weekend. So we'll see what we can see. What up, uh, XRP ZBCN Throbber? What up, Yazim? What's going on, fam? What up, Go Marquette? Hope you're talking about the basketball team. But let's see the sponsors real quick, and then we'll get into it. Let me see. So turn on the spotlight, shout out to Caleb and Brown. And the Caleb and Brown exchange or wallet, Caleb and Brown is a crypto brokerage, right? So they give you a personal 24/7 support and you get your personal broker. So if you're new to crypto or just getting deep into the crypto, you need some help. There's a lot going on in crypto. You might need help understanding how it works, how to buy things, and where to store. I do think they do help you custody. I want to say they have a self custody wallet as well, but make sure you sign up with these guys and you can hold your crypto there. You can ask them questions. They're actually based out of Australia. So calling them at 3 o'clock in the morning would be afternoon their time, I think. I don't know, but they're always there and they're always supporting. So big shout out to Caleb and Brown. Moving forward, you said yes, sir. So I guess you are talking about the basketball team. Yeah, them boys is running. Um, this is the crypto bubbles. Looks like there is some up and down churning on the market. Looks like there must have been something positive that happened recently because the market appears to be bouncing back, especially in the AI sector. Just trying to set up something in the background here. Oh, wow. Tropical storm. What was this? Tropical storm Melissa. It's weird. Category 4. Things are about to get crazy. Expected to hit Jamaica. Wait. Yeah. Jamaica in the North Caribbean or Caribbean. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean? I don't know. But let's get back to the bubbles. So the AI tokens look to be pushing. Virtuals is up almost 50%, 48% to $1.37 from 87 cents. Wow. 48.5. AIZ16 is up 18%. Arch block is up 15.5. Casper was up 6. Now it is up 5.4. Bitcoin up zero point 0.8. What is this? Yeah, 0.8 to 111,000. That didn't take long. Swarms is up 7.5. Solana is up 0.4. Sui's up 1.8. XRP is up 4.2%, down 0.1 on the hour, up 9.8 on the week. AI XBT 31.6. IT tech, AI tech, AI tech is up 6.9. Ethereum is up 0.9. Mr. Miggles is up 10. Bonk's up 1.6. Binance is up 0.7. IPC's up 1%. Litecoin is up 0.5. I'm actually looking. I might get back into Litecoin, man. I heard some things positive about Litecoin, so I don't know. Render's up 2.1. Pith is up 1.5. XDC is up 1%. Quant is up 1.1. Sky's up 0.9. Near is up 2.5. A Leo, I should get this a Leo miner. Stop playing. Leo is up 2.8%. Algorand is up 1.7. Mog coin is up 4.1. Nero's up 2.4. GigaChad's up 5.6. HBAR is up 2.2. Stronghold is up 6.6. Ordernize up 1.5. Petty Penguin is up 3.9. World token is down. That's weird. World token is currently at 15 cents. On the hour, it's down 0.1. On the day, it is down 0.9. On the week's down 0.9. For the month, it is down 31.8. And for the year, it's up 18.2. Filecoin is up 4.8. XPX 6900 is 2.6. The Turbo Turn Up Time is up 2.4 to 0024. Oh, wow. It's been down for a while. 3.1 on the week, 27.9 down on the month. White's down 10.5. Ethereum Classic is down 1.3. Kato is up 8.9. Peanut the Squirrel is up 2.1. Assembly AI is up 7.7. I wonder why the AIs are cranking like this. Brett is up 2.3. XCN is up 1.3. Mudan is up 3.8. Jupiter's up 13.3. Aerodrone's back in the race, up 10.9, up 1.4 in the hour, up 15.6 on the week. Should have kept that Aerodrone. Down 10.6 on the month, down 21.4 on the year. So it's still in there. Still got a good shot. Chainlink is up 1.6 on the day, 7.1 on the week, 11% on the month, 55.4 on the year. Cardano is up 0.7 on the day, 0.3 on the hour, and 3.4 on the week. So, our favorite payroll processor are Zebekian millionaires, our ships and sailors, our favorite crypto token, the ZBCN, Zebec Network, is up 3.8, guys. And I think it is about to turn that corner and push on back up to the 5, guys. Don't fade the 5. I think we can hit the 5 and push on up to 6. Things will start to turn around for us as well. Um, 0.3 on the hour, up 3.8 on the day, up 4% on the week, up 8.4 on the month, and 264% on the year. This might start to look like May and June. So keep your eyes peeled because, as we mentioned, once these announcements start popping, things might make a change for that upswing. So let's see, let's go over to the comments. What is going on? Jumping on late. Good to see everyone here getting that back. What up, Scotty? Scotty B, what's going on? Good to see everyone in here at Clutch BC, ZBCN info, best opening music in the game, BTM. Thank you, sir. What is this? Yo, what up, BTM fan? What up, Crypto Clay? Where you been, bro? What's going on? What up, Yazim? Crypto God, X God reposted the stream. Thank you, sir. And actually, Crypto God, we're actually looking at one of your articles, my guy. So thanks for joining. Yazim, my man, Zebec baby. Let's freaking go. My bad, bro. I'm back driving. No problem. XRP, ZBN, Throbber, all good in the hood, right? Wait, what did you say? Yeah, all good in the hood, guys. Thanks for joining. Hunting for a week, no deer. 4 turkeys, 21 grouse? What is a grouse? Is that goose? What is that? And 2 rabbits. Oh, I love some rabbit, bro. Definitely do some rabbit hunting. Let me see. Let's go to your article. This is from my main man, Crypto God. So Crypto God writes these pretty impressive articles about crypto and Zebec, especially Joseph. So we'll start at where is this? The Zebec flow of value. If XRP is the bridge, Zebec is the bloodstream. Zebec Network, ZBCN, operates on a deceptively simple idea: streaming money in real time instead of waiting for paychecks, invoices, and remittance cycles. Zebex allows businesses to pay employees or contractors by the second. Implications are massive. And you are right. People do not understand daughter's 10. She's learning. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's pretty good, man. You got to teach them, learn them up, man. So, in the world of programmable finance, payroll becomes liquidity. Salaries can be tokenized, split, stacked, or spent instantly. It's not DeFi hype, it's operational revolution that touches payroll, logistics, freelancing, and even international aid. And that was the thing with the streaming payroll. There's a lot of applications that people might not understand about being able to stream payroll. I talk to some guys all the time about banking the unbanked. So if you don't have to wait for your check, and if you're streaming your check, there is a lot of positive things that can happen, especially currently with the government shutdown, right? Once they come back online, if they are streaming those checks, people can get caught up quickly versus having to wait. I guess government pays you twice a month, having to wait till I guess the middle of the month. Maybe it's the first in the middle, I think. First and the 15th, I think. But yeah, so if they miss that first check, they got to wait till the middle of the month. Versus if you were streaming, you just have to wait for the stream to start. And one of the other implications is college students waiting to get paid, or anybody waiting to get paid, right? You don't have to wait. You can wait for your stream, gets to the amount of money you need, and then pay that way. So I think that's going to help out a lot with people and getting out of debt and getting things back on track so you don't have to wait. Less, what is that? Bouncing payments and account negative values and declining, I guess. I don't know. But back to the article. Zubex quietly built partnerships that would make Silicon Valley fintech jealous. Visa, MasterCard, Bank of America, Ripple, Stellar, Algorand, Circle, and FIS, which I think they took Bank of America off, but I'm not sure. We might have to check back into that as well. Freaking nose always itches when freaking lives. Weird. Um, its ecosystem includes products like WageLink, which enables early wage access and distribution in fiat or crypto. ZBIT cards would support stable coins like RLUSD, USDC, and integrations across Stellar's Sovereign platform for remittance infrastructure. And while XRP is already multi-billion-dollar asset, ZBCN is a microcap, a fraction of its potential value, makes ZBIC the asymmetric pay, high risk, high return, deeply tied to real world adoption. As institutions move money with ZBIC, ZBIC delivers that money to end users, employees, businesses, and governments instantly. Together, they form the internet of value that Ripple once envisioned. So, yeah, it is perfect time for Zebec, XRP, um, Circle, USDC, and RLUSD all to come together in a perfect storm. The question is whether XRP and Zebec will play a role in the transformation. It's whether you'll own them before the world catches on. So the question isn't whether XRP and ZBCN will play roles in transformation. It's whether you own them before the world catches on. So again, it's about early adoption, guys. If we are here, which we are, everyone on the live knows we are here before most people wouldn't even know about crypto, much less Zebec and streaming payroll. I explain to people all the time, and most of the time they just don't get it. And the ones that do get it are like, wow, this is crazy. But we'll have to wait and see. Um, there are three reasons why accumulating now before the full scale institutional onboarding is an intelligent long term strategy. The timing window, regulations catching up before retail mania returns, ETFs, bank integrations, and ISO 20022 compliance are lining simultaneously. By the time the financial advisors recommend these assets, early liquidity opportunities will be gone, which always happens, guys. The early investors are the ones that make out like the fat rats. And once everyone else catches on, they'll make some money, but the people that got in early are going to make way more. Like most of the time, the investors tell their friends and family, and they get in, and then it trickles down. So about the time the retail investors get in, most of the liquidity is already gone, but they can still make a couple bucks. But we are here early, right? We're here before a lot of the partnerships, before a lot of the investing, before the banks are getting in. So if you can diamond hand, we are set to create generational wealth. Commentary utility XRP solves the global liquidity problem, moving large values across borders. GBIC solves the distribution problem, how that value moves between people in real time. Together, they complete the settlement cycle from banks to the wallet to the user. Deflationary mechanics and lock supply. XRP supply decreases as ETFs and treasuries accumulate. ZBCN token is a model built around streaming fees, burns, enterprise staking. Both assets create a natural scarcity as the adoption grows. And that's what I was saying. As people start to catch on, right, the supply will decrease, which will drastically increase the price. The long term investor sees what short term traders often miss. The rails of value are being rebuilt from the ground up. When the migration is complete, the majority of the world's liquidity will flow through networks like these, quietly, continuously, and invisibly powering the next generation. And that is one of the processes, right? As the batch processing goes away, which is the old method of clearing checks, and they move into streaming processing, who was here first, right? These guys been doing it, right? We have been there, done that. So we'll be right on the edge of the transformation. My fiance is an army pensions, is on an army pension and was supposed to get paid today. She did not. We will see what happens on Monday, but we're hoping that retired veterans are not going to be affected. And yeah, I was talking to somebody else about that. I know a few retired veterans and people on Social Security, and they have not got their checks. So I don't know what's going on, but that's not the population I'd be paying with or playing with for checks, right? The retired veterans and the Social Security folks. But we will see what happens with the government. And if they don't get these checks rolling, some of these states won't have their SNAP benefits, which will be cool if Zebec payroll were able to get into streaming benefits as well, not just payroll checks, but benefits, right? If they start streaming benefits, we can wait. We trust Trump. We'll see what happens. Hope things work out. But you did mention there'll be a little pain before things work out. While most headlines focus on price swings or ETF speculation, the deeper transformation is structural. Every new stable coin, every payroll integration, every treasury announcement is a brick in the foundation of the new monetary architecture. And that's what I was talking to at the Bitcoin Ben Club, talking about crypto all the time. And one thing they mentioned that the president is trying to make the transition from what is this? Uh, the new monetary structure slower, right? So it is possibly that's why the things are dragging out, right? To save lives. They were going to make the transformation from fiat to the new monetary system slow. So people would have time and people would not panic. Between 20 ETF filings and $1 billion Evernorth fund and the growing ecosystem of the Treasury and the DeFi partnerships, the inflows are already mapped out. Add that to the rise in the real-time payments infrastructure like Zebec, backed by major banks and fintechs, you start to glimpse what's coming. Uh, this isn't another retail-driven bubble. This is an institutionalized blockchain finance where banks, governments, and corporations adopt the rails they once dismissed. And like every major technological switch, the windows for generational opportunity comes before the masses arrive. And I think I said that before. Was this ETM? Keep bringing the fire. Appreciate it for looking at my article. I really enjoy your content. No problem, bro. Keep pushing out the articles. Without you, I wouldn't have anything to report on. So keep bringing the articles because it's really good information. And I did put the articles in the X if you guys want to read the rest of this article, which is pretty good by Crypto God and breaking down the Zebec transformation in the flow. In 1995, less than 1% of the world used the internet. By 2010, the number crossed 25%. Today, digital finance is at the same inflection point. The next wave won't be about speculation, it'll be about integration. And winners will be those who had the infrastructure, not the hype. And XRP is that infrastructure liquidity bridge. ZBIC is the transaction layer. Together, they form a complete circuit, a closed loop for instant, programmable global money. The institution knows it, the treasuries are already acting on it, and retail investors who understand it has one last chance to position before the gates fully open. And that's what I was thinking too. That's one of the articles or one of the things we talked about, right? At some point, they're going to hit the switch. And things are going to get crazy. The price is going to take off, and we are live. Evernorth has flair written all over it. Saw some X posts yesterday where people were tagging Hugo with Evernorth stuff. I believe the partnership is inevitable. I think so too, Clay, actually. So this is the announcement from a couple of days ago. Switching back over to X real quick. Payroll is coming on chain in more ways. Through our partnership with Uphold, users in the U.S. can earn 6% crypto back when setting up direct deposit. What? 6% on a crypto with rewards and Z. What? Wait a minute. 6% crypto back when setting up direct deposit with rewards and ZBCN and partners, XRP and World Mobile Token. So at Uphold, we set up a direct deposit to crypto backed direct deposit. You get ZBCN and XRP and World Mobile Token. I might have to look into that, actually. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Start building your crypto investment every day. Details to come. Bullish on ZBCN. Prove it. Let's see. Only 1% in ZBCN, 4% in XRP. Okay. 80%, right? It's free money, bro. Keep it moving. I'm looking into it currently. Well, thanks for that update because I'm definitely going to start researching it myself. And this is, wait, see who's this? You have X crypto money, and you know Zebec has partnered with the NBA for marketing campaigns with multiple teams. It's kind of a big deal. A ZBCN, the Zebec Network. Yeah, I gotta crypto, Clay. We gotta read the fine print. Excited to get you, man. Gotta make sure. Gonna talk to you payroll at work as well. Looks legit to me. In. Yes, we're definitely gonna check that out because like I know, there's probably something in the fine print, but I don't see these guys trying to beat us in the head or anything. So we will see. And this is, I like the little Zebec logo on the ball, right? That's kind of cool. Upgrade 6% crypto back is here. We teamed up with World Mobile Chain and Zebec for an exclusive bonus. We boosted direct deposit by 2%, earned 6% back up to 550 a month. What? 4% XRP, 1% World Mobile Token, and 1% ZBCN. Learn more at apple.com. So these guys are working with Apple too. US only terms apply in New York, and I think that is Vermont. I don't know what VI is. Is that Vermont? No, it's not Virginia. Maybe that's Virginia. Is it VI? I don't know. I have no idea what the abbreviations are for Virginia. No, Virginia's VA. So what the freak? Where's VI? Can't be Vermont because there's no I. Virgin Islands. I'm tripping. Virgin Islands. Okay. Hawks should have Zebec and Uphold on their jerseys today. Good catch, Yazim, because I do remember somebody talking about it. But I think Atlanta's playing in Oklahoma. So I might tune in to see if that happens today. Me either. I trust Uphold, but no, they're going to get theirs. Of course. They got to get something out the deal. So definitely keep an eye and read that fine print. And I wonder if we should watch the game or stream the game. I don't know if I'll be back. I got some things to do today, but I'm definitely going to get some screenshots if they do have the Uphold ZBCN on their jersey. Somebody mentioned you can request a jersey or something about a QR code. I don't know. Something about a QR code. You take a picture of the QR code and you can sign up for a jersey. Would like to get one of those jerseys. So let me know in the comments. Anybody saw, heard, or know how to get the jersey. So this is my main man, Deepa or Deepak. Deepak. Most altcoins already have their moment. Their engines ran hot and cooled, but Zebec, it's still in the lab, charging, building, preparing for liftoff. Remember, true visionaries don't follow the noise. They see the future before the world catches on. And I saw this. I didn't watch it yet. Let's see what these guys are talking about. The world's money is about to wake up while everyone's watching charts. The real power shift is happening underneath. 150 trillion liquidity rotation quietly setting the stage for the next era of global finance. Two names leading it is XRP and Zebec Network. Once one moves the money, the other one moves in motion together. They're building the rails for a system that never sleeps. XRP is the bridge, the compliant rail for institutional liquidity backed by ETFs, treasuries, and real settlement utilities. It's not speculation anymore, it's infrastructure. Zebec, ZBCN is the flow, the payment engine turning capital into motion. Payroll, remittance, DeFi, gaming, real world payments, Zebec connecting everyone, Visa, MasterCard, Ripple, Circle, Stellar, Algorand, even majority of banks. Zebec isn't competing with the ecosystem, it's powering it. For instant payroll, streaming yield, from stablecoin to ZBDC, Zebec is in motion layer for it all. Together, XRP and ZBCN form the Internet of Value, where money doesn't wait, doesn't pause, doesn't settle overnight. It moves instantly, globally, in real time. TikTok, Coach V updated. Let's see what this guy's talking about.
RP Army, hold up. Ripple's teaming up with a hidden gem called Zebec Network that's about to shake up the crypto world. One on the next big thing? Let's go. So, it's time to meet ZBCN, the new kid on the block that's got Ripple's attention. May 21st, Zebec and Uphold dropped a bomb in an X space that revealed talks of Zebec and Ripple partnering. Ripple's XRP is king of fast global cheap payments. But the future of on-chain finance. Think real-time payroll, smart subscriptions, instant spending on their no-fee card in 138 countries. With a market cap around 336 million, it's got analysts bullish, predicting a $1 target if this Ripple deal.
Shout out to who is this? I guess this Coach JV for the Ripple Daily, XRP Daily actually. But definitely as the momentum picks up, I think things are going to work. But like I've always been saying, so with XRP, people seem to think XRP is going to be moving $20, $50, $200, $1,000 transactions, right? XRP will be moving bulk transactions, right? It's going to be powering bulk cross-border payments of millions and billions of dollars, which then lies Zebec. Once the billions and trillions of dollars are moved, ZBCN can go in and break down the same transactions. So from the $1 billion to $1 million move from the US to Japan or the EU or Australia, once that happens, the settlement needs to happen. And once the settlement happens from a bulk country transfer, then you can break down payments to individuals, of which the Zebec streaming process, the programmable money will help to do. Back to uh, comments, boom, crypto clay, Shazam, Shabam, Solid Brown Records. What up, Solid Brown? The future of money and payments, definitely clay. I don't know if it's on their jerseys or billboard. I think the jerseys might be special edition for snapping a picture. If you're on one of the first to see the videos, I think the jerseys might be a special edition for snapping a picture. If you're on one to first see the billboard, okay, that works too. But Either way, I want something. I want to see something. I want to see something. I want to see a picture, a snapshot, a logo, a brand, something. Let's go. I'll take $1. Same here, crypto play. So keeping it moving. Reposted. What's my post? Yeah. Um, Binance, 7-day of the community asking to list the ZBCN. Also congratulate your partner CZ. We know you will do great things with crypto innovation in the United States. Boozilla just went live, no sound. That's weird. That's all I'm saying. Our race to 5 million tokens is real deal. If you were to stake 5 million ZBCN at 50% APR, 4 months, you'd get a payout of 250K tokens. When ZBCN is worth a couple of dollars one day, imagine those numbers look like. No, that's right, right? Every 4 months, 250 million, 250,000, basically 250, maybe more. That would be cool. Someone misspelled Zebec, the strongest community in crypto. If you know, you know. Yeah, I think Floke got it wrong there. But again, Zebec is a smaller community, guys. When Zebec gets up to the 100,000, 200,000 holders, I think we'll still be uh, up to compete with a lot of the larger communities. I don't have the actual numbers up, which is weird. Where are my holder numbers? Holder scans. CZ is the man. We would have never known about ZB or SBF without CZ. Part and deserve mega baby. So this is holder activity. Current holders is 87,000. 84. So we're pushing closer to that 100,000 mark. 4 hours, 23 holders. 12 hours, 43 holders. 1 day, 106. 3 days, 239. 7 days, 507. For 2 weeks, 1,258. And for the month, 3,706. Let's go. So that was the holder information going back to ZBCN just crossed. Oh, as always happen. ZBCN just crossed 87,000 holders. Still under a century, a cent, which is 100. Still delivering real world utilities, still building. You can ignore it, but you can't ignore 87,000 people stacking receipts. Payroll by the second isn't a meme, it's a movement. So this is, I think, the same article. Check out the Alpha Lion saying here, pay attention, otherwise you'll miss out. And I think we just watched that video. Shout out to Creative Control. Why are you so happy this morning? What you smiling about? Me, the Zebec Network, I'm a millionaire. Shout out to Creative Control. You have to visualize it. You got to think, you got to say it, and you have to manifest it. But you got to believe before you can achieve. Let's go, Creative Control. Ripple Prime institutional shift. Ripple's hidden road acquisition turns global liquidity into institutional engine. XRP now powering real-time bridges between currency and digital assets. Quiet revolution next wave.
Ripple just made a move that could rewrite the.
Let's restart this again, and we'll be right back.
Ripple just made a move that could rewrite the financial playbook for everyone holding XRP. If you're watching this right now, follow and share it with the one XRP friend who never skips the details. Because what you're about to hear is the kind of shift people talk about after it happens. The tides are moving fast, and this next part connects everything. Think of the financial world like a massive ocean. Retail traders surf the surface waves. But deep below, powerful currents move silently, shifting entire markets. Ripple just dove into those depths and came back holding something colossal. What they found isn't just another product or partnership. It's a gateway into the deep liquidity channels that fuel global finance, the kind only hedge funds and major institutions swim in. Ripple Prime isn't just a name. It's an engine that now connects banks, funds, and digital assets through one synchronized network. Picture it like a bridge that doesn't just cross rivers, it connects oceans. And somewhere in that current, the cryptochrome stands, the observer of this new infrastructure rising quietly beneath the surface. With Ripple Prime in play, banks can tap into regulated custody, institutional trading, and direct access to XRPL liquidity. And in the middle of that system, like the heartbeat that keeps it all moving, sits XRP. Every transaction flowing through Ripple Prime can use XRP as the universal bridge asset, creating instant settlements between currencies, assets, and networks. That means XRP isn't waiting on the sidelines anymore. It's moving with the pulse of global liquidity. And while most people scroll past the noise, this moment marks something different. It's not about hype anymore. It's about architecture, foundation, and flow. Because the truth is, the financial system isn't being replaced overnight. It's being rewired in real time. Ripple just plugged into the main circuit. If that feels too big to grasp, take a breath, because this next era isn't something to fear, it's something to build with. The world is catching up, and those who see it first will help shape it. So drop your thoughts below.
So shout out to Crypto Chrome in that quick short, and he is right, guys. The infrastructure is being set for this new digital uh, transformation, right? We've been talking about it for some time, and now it is actually coming. Ready for Swell 2025 in New York. So what is this? Ripple Swell, November 4th, 5th in New York. Bloomberg, DBS, State Street, uh, Moody, CME Group, MasterCard, JP Morgan Chase, Fidelity, what? BlackRock, Citi, Franklin Temple, BNY, and NASDAQ. And what is that? Somebody generations. So there's going to be a lot of people there. Going to be interesting. What up, New Wave? What's going on with your fam? Thanks for joining. This is Crypto Queen. Shout out to Crypto Queen in the stream of information. Zebec is entering the catalyst phase. No announcements, activations. Here is, wow, forming at the same time. Uphold direct deposit is live. Paychex on-chain rewards. ZBCN XRP World Mobile Token. This is the consumer funnel, not a promo. Courtside, sports integration. Upcoming is the brand positioning. Zebec is moving from infrastructure, public visibility, Visa plus CodaPay banking rail secured. The compliance plus settlement foundation is already built. Brick, the hardest parts. Ripple Swell is like Sabos for Swift. Okay, cool. All Unity, EURAU, Mecca compliant rollout. Zebec becomes the real-time payroll layer for regulated stablecoin payments across the EU. ZK, EVM integrations, Ellipse, Neon, and Resca Zero. Zebec is positioning as the programmable money layer across chains, not siloed. RWA plus payroll conversions, Ondo Finance, tokenized yield, automated salary distribution, enterprise grade on-chain payroll, US MSB MLT license expansion in progress. This unlocks direct deposit onboarding for U.S. companies. Automated tax and employer compliant layer, withholding tax, payroll taxes, benefits, routing. Zebec transition from crypto app to payroll infrastructure. ISO 20022 payroll infrastructure. Some payments languages used by RippleNet, Swift, central banks. This is how fintechs plugs into legacy rails. Circle is in the stack. Circle provides the regulated stable coin banking settlement layer USDC and EURC that payroll automation can run on top of. Zebec, how money moves. Circle, what money moves through. Decentralized infrastructure network for seamless flows of real world values. Proud to announce that Rex Osprey XRP ETF has surpassed 100 million. What? As of 2023, 10 of 2023. So October 23rd, 2025, XRPR is the fastest US ETF to provide investors to spot exposure to XRP. So most of this, I guess, is XRP news. Taking a quick break on our meeting, and oh boy, we're cooking something up for the next podcast. ZBCN community, trust me, what I say, we got something on the board that may have to be a two-part, even three-part series due to the influx of information we gathered. Derek, David, and I, as well as our team, want to make sure the numbers and information we present in the next Zebec Info Blast is transparent and sourced correctly. We'll say, bring some paper and pencil. You need one, and I am hosting the thing. So shout out to, is that Cozy? I think we looked at this one already. We do know about the Manny card. So going over to CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap is showing fear and greed back to 32. Altcoin season dipped all the way back down to 24. And average crypto RSI is right in the middle between oversold and overbought. So we're back to the beginning. See here, currently Zebec is up 2.9% on the day, 3.4 on the week, 6.4 for the month, down 4.5 for 90 days, and up 277 on the year. Back to, over to CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap has 367.4 market cap, so we're back under 400 million market cap at 3%. 24-hour trading volume is 11.9, down 26.9%. Come on. So let's look at the charts real quick. So for the 5-minute, we're at the zero. You say this can't be right. Can't be right. 002. What the freak, man? Okay. Dang it. This is market cap. Dang it, Dizzy Bet. Okay. Finally. So we are down to the 0039 on the 5-minute chart. RSI is flat. RSI is down to 37.8. RSI based moving average is 51. And it looks like Looking bearish. The red is over the top. Blue is down. Losing volume on the 5-minute chart. Coming over to the 15-minute chart. Looking bearish. Losing volume here as well. RSI is 43.8. Looks like there's a red candle here on the 15-minute chart. Actually, not the 5-minute. Going down to the 45-minute chart. Got a red candle coming down, losing volume. And where is the... Yeah, it looks bearish. Red's over the blue. But it is the weekend, so you never know. So over to the 2-hour chart. Looks like on a 2-hour chart, we're building volume. Blues over the red, so it's bullish on the 2-hour. RSI is 59.7. And there's a red candle on the 2-hour. See if we can zoom out a little bit there. And on the 4-hour chart, zoom out a little bit here. Looks like it's starting to come up a little bit. RSI is 59.4. RSI base moving average is 41.9. We're building volume and very bullish on the 4-hour. So that's the high at the 005. Don't fade the 5. This is the 006, and this is the 00. What is this? 007. I thought we'd hit the 006. Let me switch over to the day chart. So it looks like we did push up. That's June. Oh, wow. This is the low. Let me stretch this guy out. That was the 001. We can get the line straight. Oh, no, you didn't. Come on, bro. Oh, no. Come on, line. Okay, here we go. Shit. Did I get the line? Dang it. Okay, here we go. Straighten that out. All right, that's close enough. That's the 0014. Looks like we're nowhere close to that. It's good there. This line's not even straight still. Dang it. Okay, that's close enough. This is the 005. Got to get above that 005. We can push up. Looks like we hit it October 10th and came down. This is the 06. Last time was June. It looks like we hit it or got close and came down, hit the 5, came down, came up to the 5, bounced down, hit the 5 again and bounced down. But we didn't bounce down to the 001. So maybe we're going to break the 5 this time. Looks like it's starting to come back up again. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Ripple did not get invited to Sibos one year. So they started their own event. Now Swell is bigger than Zybos. Oh, wow. It's interesting. So going back over to coin market cap. Let's see. What they're saying about the price today. Zebec rose 8% over the past 24 hours, outpacing the broader crypto market. Key drivers include bullish technical patterns, upcoming listings, and regulatory tailwinds for its DeFi sector. Kraken listing boost. Anticipation of the ZBCN October 15th listing fueled speculative buying. Regulatory clarity. SEC's October 1st no action letter on DeFi tokens reduced sector-wide uncertainty. Double bottom pattern reverse confirmed targeting the 006. The deep dive Kraken. Let me see here. ZBCN surged 80% in trading volume following October 10th announcement of Kraken listing, which follows prior listing of OKX, KuCoin, and Crypto.com. This means new exchange exposure typically increase liquidity and retail institutional access. Historical data shows ZBCN gained 21.6 in the week post Kraken news, suggesting traders are front running the event. Key watch post listing sale pressure. Kraken ZBCN pair goes live 12 UTC on October 15th. That's 10 days ago. Why are they still talking about that from 10 days ago? Interesting. Is this the right price? Is this today's stuff? Let's see. Is there a date on here somewhere? SEC greenlights DePIN tokens impact. Overall, the SEC October 1st discussion clarified that DePIN tokens like ZBCN aren't securities, citing their role as network incentives. What this means, reduced regulatory overhang for Zebec's payroll and DePIN tools. The DePIN sector raised 3% with ZBCN up 28.6 over 7 days. Compliance, SOC 2 clarification, MECI alignment, further de-risk tokens. Technical reverse mixed impact. ZBCN broke from a double bottom pattern at the 0035 support with rising volume targeting the 0064. The MACD histogram tuned positive. RSI 47.6 avoids overbought levels, which means short-term momentum favors bulls. But the 200-day SMA at the 0035 remains a key support. A close below the 0035 would invalidate the setup. And conclusion, Zebec rally combines speculative exchange listing hype, reducing regulatory friction, and technical momentum, while the Kraken event is near-term catalyst. Zebec compliance focused on DPN adoption. Cards issued suggest longer-term transaction. Keywise can ZBCN hold above the 0041, the 618 fib level post Kraken launch. So let me know what you think. Are we going to hold? I think we are holding. I'm just going to make sure. What's that? Oh, that wasn't old data. No, it's the same price action. So I don't know what. Yeah, I guess they haven't. I guess that was an old posting. No. ZB combines technical recovery, exchange-driven liquidity, and regulatory catalyst, unique for its DPN niche, short-term resistant exists near the 0045. The crack integration and 60K a month buybacks provide fundamental support. Can ZBIC sustain its 3.9% weekly gain through October 17th swell? Protocol update affecting Ethereum L1 withdrawals. Monitor DPN sector and momentum. BTC dominates the 59.1% for micro Qs. Just reading something real here. I guess not. I guess they did. I don't know. But let's look at a Caesar real quick for some price action, and then we'll call it a
What's
day.
going on, everybody? It's your boy Cesar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 25th day of October. The pack with some of this, or some of the pack with that movement there. Looking at the 1 hour time frame here, we look really good on the RSI. Okay, typically, whenever you have an uptrend like this, whenever you have higher lows and higher highs, those uptrends come to an end once you're in the overbought zone. So the fact that we've hit that repeatedly now, it makes me wonder if we are at the end of this move, and if not, could we be getting set up for it where we move up, we get a lower high here, and we get a higher high in the price. Could that bearish divergence be the beginning of what is potentially a retracement of this move overall? And then maybe tomorrow we begin to move back up again, something like that. With that in mind, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, we do not have the high of this move yet, so it would be inappropriate to draw some fibs. However, let's do it anyways. From a low to a high here, assuming that we probably do move up just a little bit from here. Maybe we get a higher close, something like that. You could expect to see prices back down at 0037. 0039, 0038, something like that. We're at 00394 right now, so it's really not that dramatic, right? It shouldn't be that scary or intimidating to move back to prior areas of resistance and support back here and find support there. It shouldn't be a big traumatizing endeavor that happens. I expect it to be short-lived, and then going into Monday or Sunday, we should even be moving back up, right? It's Saturday now. We have 10 hours, 31 minutes left in the day. The 1 hour time frame moves fast. So whenever I say that we look like we're at a point to take a break here, we're not quite there yet, but I think we're getting there. This break could last half a day. So today's Saturday. By the beginning hours of Sunday, by the 7th hour, we could be done with this retracement and be continuing to move higher afterwards, right? So this is not anything to linger on. It's not really anything to worry about too much, but I wouldn't be surprised if we did move back down. Again, something in this area where we found support, a little bit of support above there, resistance right there, resistance right here, support right there, right at about 00376, maybe just below, maybe just above, but probably just below. That'd be my guess. Definitely getting another push up though first. If I'm wrong, then take out this high. Get a closing hour above that high. Don't just wick above it, but close above it. If you get a 1 hour time frame to close above 00413, a 1 hour time frame or higher time frame to close above there, then I'm wrong. You're probably not going to pull back to this area. You're probably, maybe you're extending even higher. But looking at the 1 hour time frame here, the indicators, the RSI, it would make sense to come up a little bit, get some bearish divergence, right, and then you're done there. It would make sense maybe to do the same with the stochastics, where you come back up to the overbought zone because you're bouncing off the 50, but maybe it's a weaker reading. Let's just see if we can find an example. Just like this here, you bounce off the 50 and then boom, then you went down, right? Just like that, literally just like that. That's what we're looking for, something like that. Yeah, just like this, right? Down, bounced off the 50, rejected, came down, just like that. Literally perfect. It's exactly what we're looking for here. Something that would provide a slightly higher high, give you that bearish divergence, and then you can move down. And the MACD has bearish divergence as well. So again, this is all in the 1 hour time frame. It's nothing to be intimidated by. Blink, hold your breath, don't look at the charts for a day, and by the time you're back, everything's going to be resolved. Looking at the 4 hour time frame, we're not even overbought yet, but we are at a good place to reject, right? We've got 2 hours, 29 minutes left. I would expect then that either this candle or the next one, we find our relevant high. And what we probably do is we probably, and I bet this ages well, we probably reject the overbought zone. Maybe we get into it a little bit. I doubt that we get readings like this. We're probably going to be something more akin to what we saw here, or even here, where we are just below or just above the overbought zone and we find resistance and we come back down. Now, here, when we found resistance, I would expect that we do the same thing here. I would expect we do the same thing here that we did here, where we find resistance, but we still come back up and get overbought again, right? I don't think that we're done with our endeavor. I think that we've got higher highs to go. I absolutely do. And I think that we're going to see some spectacular price action going into either Sunday, tomorrow, the end of the day, or Monday. Going into next week, I think that we're going to see some good stuff happen. But if we're looking at this here for like a trend, higher lows, higher highs, it makes sense that we pull back a little bit. Maybe Sunday is a red day, and then we reject here. So with that in mind, probably the next 4 hour candle would be red. I bet we close this one green. Stochastics look good, and the MACD, wow, the MACD MACD actually doesn't look bad either, but we are at a point to reject here as well, right? Sometimes right whenever you get above the zero line, that's whenever you reject, just like here. Right, we got just above it. That was actually a relative high point. We came back down. We actually continued to go lower. I don't think that we're going to see the same results here. I think we might reject a little bit. We might consolidate, but I don't think that we're going to see lower lows or anything like that. I'm very, very confident that this low here is the low. I don't think that we're going lower than this low here at 00324, right in the heart of the intended range, right? Again, we bounced right here from a low to a high, bounced right at the golden ratio zone. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. And likely from here, once we get above about 00414, when we get above there on a daily closing basis, we should be home free. We really should be home free. I suppose the last line in the sand to get above would be about 00475. We get a daily close above there, then we're definitely seeing new relevant highs here. We're definitely breaking out of this overall phase that we've been in since May. We're fast approaching this, but we're just not there yet. I think we still have a little bit of working out to do, and then we'll probably break out here again going into next week, going into the end of the month here. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, I think we already went over this enough. I don't think we need to go over it more. It just makes sense, right? Stochastics are hot. RSI is at a hot point, to reject, and so is the MACD. They're all kind of at places to reject and come down, so do that, come down. But what we want to see here is a productive come down. We want to see it where you come down, but you find support at prior resistance. You find support at prior support. You find support, but your indicators are cooled off, but they're not weak. They're cooled off and they're ready to run again. You know what I mean? That's what we're looking for. So some kind of modest, slow, boring, drawn out downside would be nice over the next like 24 hours, I think. Looking at the daily time frame here, definitely looking like, and as far as the short-term stuff goes, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, that's good for today, tomorrow, and even the coming days. But the daily time frame is good for the coming weeks and even beyond that. We are certainly at a low point here in the price. And it's observable with the RSI, right? We take this low in the RSI. How many times do we bounce right here, right there, right there, right there, right there, right here, here, all these? I mean, just observably at a low point, right? Can we say that? I think it's obvious. Yes. We've gone lower before as well, but even in essence with these lows here, we've actually maintained higher lows, haven't we? We're kind of in like a trend right there. So just in another perspective too, including these lows, we're actually at a low point here. It would make sense that we are at a low point here. And then with these low points, we typically do get back into the overbought areas. When we get overbought, some magic happens. What I'm expecting, because just speaking on the realm of, let's say, statistical probabilities, and this is not a good way to go about things, right? Don't use this logic in Vegas, okay? But it's been 2 times that we've rejected the overbought zone here where we didn't get into it. Here we got into it, we lived in it. That was nice. We saw probably some growth there, right? That kind of reaction. Look at that, beautiful. Where these reactions are just rejections, nothing productive. 2 rejections in a row. I think we're overdue for some kind of life in the overbought zone. Again, don't take that logic to Vegas. Just because there's 3 blacks in a row doesn't mean that you're going to get a red. 3 reds in a row, 4 reds. You can see, man, I have seen 28 reds in a row, 30. I'm sure there's people who've seen more than that even. I've asked dealers at the roulette tables what like the longest, the most amount of a consistent color they've ever seen, and they said that they rolled the same color for like 30 minutes straight. It was crazy. That logic again will get you in trouble in Vegas, but here the idea that we've rejected the overbought zone, so we're overdue. We've hit black twice. Now we're due for some red. Okay, we're overdue. I think that logic is safer here than it might be in a place like Vegas. I hope you guys understand my meaning there. The stochastics would suggest. I don't like this area. I'll tell you what though. The only thing that's positive about this is that we've done this before. Right? We found support right here once, twice before. This is not a normal place to find support. But for Zebec, apparently it is. Apparently it is, and that's good enough for me. I don't have to ask questions. If it wasn't for either of these 2 points, if it was just for one of them and not for both of them, I would be a little bit skeptical here that we do have lower to go. But the fact that we found direct support here, your RSI is at an area that you found support, I'm confident enough to say I doubt we go lower. In fact, even if tomorrow is a red day, even if Sunday's a red day, it's not going to be an intense red day. I wouldn't be surprised
So shout out to Cesar and the technical analysis. I just want to compare more technical analysis versus what I'm saying and what he's saying. I want you guys to get a full view of what's going on. And as you mentioned, I think it's time for Zebec, the ZBCN, to push up, right? We've been flat for a while. We've been trading sideways. So I think it is due for a pump. When did they partner up? Isaac, check the Twitter page. There's mention of those guys partnering at the top. One of the first announcements. What do you think about all crypto exchanges doing maintenance for 4 hours today? What? That's news to me. But there's something going on, guys, right? All these updates and changes in different processes, when it happens the same, that means these guys are unified, right? They're working on something together or they're doing something together, right? It's not a random thing that happens. These network outages and all the stuff that's going on, it's not random. These guys are working on something. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to super chat. Trying to keep your main man, BTM Crypto News Network, in business. But I got to run. I might come back on later today. I don't know. But thanks for joining. And as always, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. Miner out.